Hello again, everyone. That's Robert Harding. I'm Chris Sciria, and this is the Citizen Sports Weekly video for Thursday, September 8th, 2016. But more importantly, it's week one of the NFL season. Boy, I wish we had some NFL Films music on the background right now. Some John Facenda narrating, man. Oh, we've been looking forward to this. I think really this is our favorite time of the year. It's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas. I mean, Sunday is like Christmas to me. It's the first game of the season. You know, you're excited, and then your team starts playing, and they start getting beat pretty bad, and then you're like, oh my God, why was I looking forward to this? I'm such a glutton for punishment. So, but anyways, in case you're new to the video, Robert and I, we pick 6 NFL games, and we don't pick against the spread. We just pick straight up, and it's personally for entertainment purposes. We don't endorse actual wagering with our picks because they're for fun. So,
wink.
If you want to use them for wagering, that's your decision, and we are not liable for that. So, just remember that's the legal disclaimer. I had my wife draw it up. So, no, I'm just making that last part up. So one thing we are going to do this video, which we do at the beginning of every season, is we're going to go through. Say who we think is going to, what every team's record is going to be, who we think is going to make the playoffs. And then, of course, our Super Bowl picks, too. So, Robert, if you want to get started, go for it.
Sure. Well, let's start with the division that matters most to the two of us, the AFC East. I have the Patriots going 12-4 and winning the division. Jets finishing 9-7, and then the Bills and Dolphins each finishing 7-9.
Okay. For me, I have New England winning the AFC East 11-5. I have the Jets 9-7. The Bills 8-8 and the Dolphins 7-9.
Generous, my friend.
I think it's pretty much unanimous that we think that our two teams are basically 500 teams this season. So, yeah. All right, AFC South. Who do you got?
South. I've got the Texans going 10-6 and winning the division. Colts 8-8. Jaguars 7-9 and Titans 5-11.
Wow, that's pretty darn good because I've got Houston going 10-6. I've got the Colts going 9-7 and getting a wild card. Jacksonville 7-9 and then the Titans 5-11. Wow,
wild.
That's pretty scary, isn't it? All right, the AFC North.
I've got the Steelers winning this one with an 11-5 record. Got the Bengals at 10-6, the Ravens at 8-8, and the Browns at 4-12.
Okay. I've got Cincinnati winning the division, 11-5. Pittsburgh 10-6, getting a wild card, and then Baltimore right behind at 9-7. I think that team started showing some signs of decline last year. I think that I know they had a lot of injuries and everything, but I think Baltimore is starting to slide. So, yeah. And then Cleveland 4-12. But like I said, Cincinnati 11-5, Pittsburgh 10-6, Baltimore 9-7, Cleveland 4-12. And then our last division in the AFC, the West. Who do you have, Robert?
We've got the Chiefs going 11-5, and wait for it, the 9-7 Raiders.
Wow.
Got the Broncos going 8-8, and then the Chargers going 5-11.
Wow. Well, you know something? We got 3 of the exact same ones right. I've got the Chiefs going 11-5, winning the division. I got Oakland going 9-7. I've got Denver going 8-8, and I got San Diego going 7-9. I think Phillip Rivers, he's still got something there. So. All right, NFC East, and then go ahead, Rob. What do you got?
I've got the Giants winning the division at 10-6. Got the Redskins at 9-7. The Cowboys at 7-9, and the Eagles at 6-10.
Wow, it's amazing how similar we think on some of these things, but not all of them. I've got the Redskins going 10-6. I think Kirk Cousins has a bang-up year this season. Okay, I like the Redskins. I just think that you don't hear anything about them anymore. RG3's history, they're quiet now. There's no hype around them. That's good for a team to come together. So I've got Washington 10-6. I've got Dallas going 9-7. I think Dak Prescott's going to hold the fort down at the beginning of the season, and then Tony Romo takes it from there. Although, who knows? Maybe Prescott holds the job the entire season. Who knows? But Dallas 9-7, getting a wild card. The Giants going 9-7, just missing out on the tiebreaker. The Eagles 6-10. So NFC South.
We've got the Panthers winning this one, 13-3. Falcons 8-8. Buccaneers 7-9, and then the Saints at 7-9.
Wow, you really got the Saints slipping. I have Carolina going 12-4. I have the Saints going 9-7. I still think Drew Brees has something left in the tank. Atlanta 8-8, and Tampa Bay 6-10. All right, so we have two more divisions left. The NFC North.
Yes, I've got the Packers going 14-2.
Wow.
The Vikings 8-8. The Bears 6-10, and the Lions 5-11.
Okay. This one we did not come close on. Although I have Green Bay winning the division 12-4, but I've got the Bears and the Lions each going 8-8, and Minnesota going 6-10. I just like teams with solid veteran quarterbacks. I think it means a couple extra wins here and there. So, unfortunately, Minnesota, I think they could have gone 10-6 if Teddy Bridgewater was healthy, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, 6-10 for the Vikings. And then the last division, the NFC West.
Yes, I've got the Seahawks and Cardinals both finishing 12-4 with the Seahawks winning the division.
Okay.
The Rams 7-9 and the 49ers 3-13.
I have Arizona going 13-3. I have Seattle going 11-5.
Interesting.
I have the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams. I love saying that. Los Angeles Rams 8-8, and then the 49ers 4-12. Sorry. I just couldn't resist that. Yeah, Kaepernick. Anyway, so that's our pick. So I think we really concur on a lot of these selections and everything.
We'll see about the playoffs.
So I didn't pick the playoffs per se. I picked the Super Bowl. Okay.
Interesting.
If you want to say what your picks are, since you did a little more detail than I did, he typed it out, folks. It looks pretty professional.
Look at this chart.
I just wrote stuff down on a sheet of paper here. So go ahead, go through your playoff picks and then your Super Bowl.
Well, I've got in the AFC, I've got Patriots, Steelers being the top two seeds, so they get a bye.
Right.
So Chiefs, Raiders, one of the wild card games. Texan, Bengals, the other wild card game. In the divisional round, I have the Patriots and Texans, Patriots versus Texans, and then the Steelers versus Chiefs, with the Patriots and Steelers playing for the AFC title, and the Patriots winning the AFC Championship.
Okay. I've got New England winning the AFC Championship. Tom Brady, as long as he's upright, of course, he'll miss the first 4 games, but not too worried about that. I just think the AFC is such a weak conference this year. Really, I don't know who on paper really can challenge New England. Maybe Cincinnati, maybe Kansas City. That's about it. It just seems like if New England gets home field advantage for the playoffs, which they should, I can't see them not winning the AFC. So, all right, NFC then.
For the NFC, I've got Packers, Panthers getting the bye, Seahawks facing the Redskins in the wild card round, Giants, Cardinals in the wild card round. I've got the Packers versus the Cardinals in the divisional, Panthers versus Seahawks in the other divisional game, Packers, Seahawks in the NFC title game, and the Packers advancing to the Super Bowl.
So you have New England and Green Bay in your Super Bowl?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I've got Arizona winning the NFC. I just think this team is due. They are just really, really due. The defense is great. Offense, as long as Carson Palmer's healthy, that's the key thing, obviously. But I like New England versus Arizona. And for my Super Bowl pick, drum roll please, our advertising director, Jeff Wiegand, is going to be really thrilled. Arizona Cardinals, your Super Bowl champions. I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime. So you've got...
One is sucked up.
Patriots and Packers.
I've got the Patriots winning it all, folks.
I
just think that Tom Brady, when he comes back, week 5...
Motivated.
Motivated.
Yeah.
And what better way to end this season, in my mind, with Roger Goodell having to hand over the Lombardi Trophy.
It would be kind of reminiscent of Pete Rozelle handing the Lombardi Trophy to Al Davis after Super Bowl 15 when the Raiders beat the Eagles, and the Raiders were suing the NFL to be able to move to Los Angeles. That would be very fitting, kind of like that almost. But
the question is, does Tom Brady throw Roger Goodell off the Super Bowl
No,
riser? Got good money on that, folks.
I think Tom Brady will be like laughing very hard on the inside and saying, "Yep, thank you," and being very humble. But deep inside, he's going to be pretty happy. So, all right, now we have our pick 6. We pick 6 games. We always pick the Dolphins and Bills. That's every week we're going to be picking Dolphins and Bills because those are our favorite teams. So the first game is the game going on tonight here on Thursday, the Carolina at Denver. And, I'll tell you, it's tough to pick against the Panthers in this game. Realistically, Denver should have lost that Super Bowl. They really had no offense whatsoever. Carolina really did not play well on their offensive side of the ball. I think the Panthers are going to play a little bit better. And, of course, Denver's quarterback, the Northwestern kid whose name escapes my mind. Did it escape your mind, too? Yeah. There we go. That's all you need to know, folks. Paxton Lynch couldn't even earn the starting job out of camp. So I'm going Carolina. It's going to be a close game, but I like the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers, too. I think there's too many questions with the with the Broncos right now, will they get steady quarterback play? Because really, I mean, you think back, you're talking about the Super Bowl. I mean, it's not like Peyton Manning gave them, great quarterback play either. But, you have to have stability at that position. If they don't have it, it's going to be a long season.
Yeah. Next game is Roberts Bills at the Ravens. So, Tyrod Taylor used to play for the Ravens, right? So they kind of know him. He
was
know
Joe
him.
Flacco's
Right.
backup.
So they know him, and I think they know how to defend him. And then we're going to see if Tyrod Taylor really is a one-year wonder flash in the pan. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do like the Ravens being at home in this game. I think their defense is the difference. I like the Ravens in a close one over the Bills.
Yeah, to me, this is a toss-up, and the advantage goes to the home team.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that, the Ravens, if I'm John Harbaugh, if I'm Joe Flacco, I feel like, we have something to prove after last season. You want to win the first game, so I think I'll take them over the Bills this week.
Next game is, I love saying this, my Miami Dolphins, just the alliteration there. They're going probably the farthest road trip you can make in the NFL for the regular season, from one outside of a neutral site out of London. They're going to Seattle. That's it's about a 6-hour flight. That's a long flight. And they're actually, I think they're flying out tomorrow morning. I think they're flying out. Irregardless, Seattle's really banged up on their offensive line. Really banged up. They lost one of their starters, who's a rookie, I think, for a few weeks with a high ankle sprain. So Seattle's offensive line is banged up. Miami's defensive line on paper looks like they could be really good. That being said, Miami's pass defense is horrible, and I think that's going to be the Achilles heel for the Dolphins here. Offense, Adam Gase, new head coach, got a new system. Ryan Tannehill, all the Tannehill lovers are all excited because they feel that this is the year. Now they got a real coach.
Are you
real
not
offense.
a Tannehill lover?
I'm not a lover, but I'm not a hater. I'm just one of those guys, just like, something. I've seen
complicated.
It is complicated. I've seen flashes of brilliance, and I've seen more moments of just, you're not a great quarterback. I mean, holds on to the ball too long, doesn't feel the pass rush. So we'll see what happens. But and Miami is the biggest underdog of week 1, too. They're 10.5-point underdog, too. I hate to do it, but I'm picking the Seahawks. It's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a 10.5-point game. I think Seattle's going to win by 7. I think Miami's going to cover, but I like the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks too. I think the Bills have to play in Seattle later this season.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that game, even though it's on Monday night.
Yeah.
But,
All right. Next game, and this is the Cowboys and the Giants. Little sad here. I mean, I admit this is the first time the Giants have played a game that counts since our former co-worker Kristen Wolford passed away in May, and the Giants sent flowers to her calling hours, which is something that I will never forget. I root for the Giants now. I'm definitely a Giants fan because of the class they showed toward Kristen through her entire ordeal with cancer and her passing. So I'm pulling for the Giants, but I think Dallas is going to win this one. I like Dallas's defense. Zach Prescott, I mean, this is different now. It's not the preseason, but boy, the kid did look good, though. And they do have a good running game and a great offensive line. I think that helps a rookie quarterback out. I like the Cowboys in a close one over the Giants.
I'm taking the Giants. I think, if Eli's on his game, Giants defense, they needed to improve from last season. I think they've, brought in some pieces that can get the job done. Dak Prescott, rookie quarterback, who knows how he'll play in his first game. So, I'm taking the Giants.
All right. Next game, and geez, this could be a Super Bowl preview, couldn't it? New England at Arizona.
It's your Super Bowl
I
preview.
know. Well, we don't have Tom Brady in this game, and I think that's the difference. Jimmy Garoppolo, I think, will do a decent job subbing, but it's tough to pick against Arizona at home. It's such a big primetime game. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals, too. I think, this is, to me, if I trying to remember the Patriots' schedule for the first 4 weeks, this was the only game where I'm like, you know what, this is a game that they're going to lose.
Yeah.
The other 3, they can probably win, but this is a tough one. At Arizona, primetime game, the Cardinals are going to be fired up. So
Last game, this is the late Monday night game. It's the Los Angeles Rams. I just can't help but love
you really love this game
because it's the Los Angeles. It's the Rams where they should have been. They never should have left Los Angeles for St. Louis. And nothing against St. Louis. I actually went to a St. Louis Rams game. It was a nice stadium, great experience, great town, loved it there. But they're the Los Angeles Rams. And my good buddy Dave Coleman, who's been a Rams fan since those days back in the 70s. We think of L.A., San Francisco. You could think of like Vince Ferragamo, okay? and as their quarterback. And of course, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Chris Everett?
Jim
No,
Everett.
Jim Everett, I know. Oops. Don't get mad at me, man, okay? Don't turn over the table and storm out. Sorry. I like the Rams. Go LA. It's going to be a successful first game for the Rams, and they will beat the Niners.
Yeah, I think I think the big thing, I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah.
Big question for them is, who's going to play quarterback from week to week? They drafted Jared Goff, number 1. He's going to be inactive this week.
Case Keenum. I've been watching Hard Knocks, so I'm not going to say I'm an expert on the Rams, but Case Keenum, his wife's been quizzing him on play calls in the kitchen while she cooks, man. It's pretty cool, actually. I love Hard Knocks. I don't even care what team it is. I mean, it was great the one year the Dolphins did it, but I don't care who's on it. It's great television to watch. It's a lot of fun. So, all right. Anything else you want to add, sir?
I'm all set.
All right, folks. This is it. Week 1 of the NFL season. Woo! Oh, I can hardly wait till Sunday. Man, I can hardly wait till Sunday. Oh, it's going to be a blast, man. Oh, yeah.
Does it make you want a Tiger?
Red Zone channel, man. Andrew Siciliano. Woo! Yeah, baby. All right. I'm okay. It's all good. Don't worry. Don't have to call the authorities. Everything's fine here.
Remember this next week.
I know. Miami's 0-1. They got beat 40-0. There we go. All right, folks. Enjoy the games, and we'll see you next week.